I know you're trying to stay focused here, but we've got to ask about it.
It's the rumor time of year.
Yeah, I know. Every time
our focus is on beating Clemson, and that's the most important thing right now, and that's where our focus is right now.
How have you felt like this year's gone for you since you got to have to go through all this? And then
it's been great. It's been a lot of learning from this guy a lot, and Coach Day obviously, and getting a chance to coach a player like Justin Fields and all the rest of the guys and the talent has been enjoyable, to say the least. But a lot of learning and a lot of growth for me professionally, recruiting really hard and just trying to keep my head down and do my job the best I can. And that's what this year's been about.
I know that's what when we talked last year, that's what you wanted, that professional development. Where have you felt like that's come most for you?
I don't know if I can pinpoint just one thing. I think it's just an accumulative effect. I think on everything. I think on the recruiting side of it. I think on schematics. I think as far as defensive identification, even our defensive staff. Just the information that you can gain from working with a very talented defensive staff, with great ideas, great conversations. I think over the course of time, it just makes you a well-rounded coach overall, not just one particular area. Obviously, coaching quarterbacks my whole career, to be able to learn from Coach Day and see things just a little bit differently, gives you a little bit different perspective, and it broadens your viewpoints and your coaching points and that sort of thing on quarterback play. So obviously from that standpoint, but also the intricacies of our schemes and what we do, obviously it gives you a great education. Good.
So I'd like to ask you about Jack Miller a little bit. How has he been involved with the team since you guys landed here in Phoenix?
Well, he was at our very first practice here, and he's been tremendous. His family's been tremendous. It's a young man that's very committed to the program, and battled through a lot of adversity senior year, and really has done a heck of a job for his high school at Chaparral, and Coach Barnes has done a great job coaching him up, and we can't wait to soon get him on campus and start coaching ourselves.
Now, is he able to attend team events and charity events with you while you're here?
There's so many rules out there. We make sure we run it by compliance, and then we go down the road with it.
How are you going to try to involve him in team activities and festivities leading up to game day?
Like I said, everything goes through compliance, and we make sure that it's all good, and then we go down the road with it.
When you're talking, Mike, about Jack, CJ, the combination of recruiting both those guys in this class, how much dancing was there for you in the last few months? I mean, obviously you knew Jack's intention was to be here all along, but it's still delicate when you're talking about adding another quarterback, especially one that's as nationally ranked and as recruited as CJ is. But how did Jack handle that in the last few months? And was there any conversations that were necessary to be like, hey, we have to do this, it's not what we want to do?
That's exactly right. And when you say dancing, there's no dancing. It's direct communication and clear communication. Coach Day and I, and both prospects, both commitments, both signees, and their families were on the same page the whole way. Yeah, it feels good. But it's important. It's important for everybody to be on the same page. There to be clear communication and understand the direction and the purpose of why. Right. And Buckeye Nation needed us to sign 2 quarterbacks in 2020, and we were so fortunate to have 2 talented young men who understand the team concept, understand what it means to compete, and the willingness and the guts it takes to lay it on the line, and that's very refreshing. Very fortunate to get both guys, but we're happy as heck, and those are the type of guys that after all the dust settles, you feel better about it, because those are the guys that you want to compete with, you want to go to battle with, because they're not afraid, they're not going to back down. So that's going to be a heck of a room, and it's going to be a lot of fun to coach both those guys.
Is there a lesson that you guys have been able to maybe pick from Justin with what he went through with Georgia and the way that recruiting went, to be able to more adequately keep those guys comfortable and happy and understanding we're trying to figure out a big picture here?
The best policy is just honesty and open dialogue, and have a lot of communication, daily communication of where we're at and where we're headed, and to give everybody on the same page. That's all you can do.
This week it seems like Gunner has been taking more of the reps with the twos. It seems like from what, if we're gleaning anything from practice in the 10 minutes we've been able to see anything, it looks like he's taking more second reps than Chris is. Has there been a change there? Or is it just a matter of
no change? I think
he's going to be here next year, so
yeah, I think it's just development, and what you're seeing is just the product of having extra practices.
So if Saturday's got something that goes wrong, Chris is still the next guy. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Hey.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe below to get the latest videos from Lettermen Row.
We got Letterman Live, we've got the practice report, we got rapid reaction. Hey, and we got Buck IQ with Zach Bourne.
For sure. We got recruiting breakdowns with Berm. We got whatever you need. Ohio State football and Ohio State athletics, we've got you covered.